We move on now to candidates for the office of the Welfare Secretary. Candidates for the office of Welfare Secretary. If we have candidates in the room, please come up stage. Candidates for the office of Welfare Secretary. I understand there are 3 candidates for this office. Oh, great, they are all in the room. Mr. Alhassan Yada, please go first. Introduce yourself and speak to us for 3 minutes. Thank you. 3 minutes.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, Leonard Silks, elders of the bar, distinguished colleagues. My name is Alhassan Yada. I'm a member of the MBA Suleja branch, and I'm a candidate for the position of National Welfare Secretary of the MBA. As a young lawyer, I served as the publicity secretary of my branch. I then moved on to serve as the secretary of the Young Lawyers of Nigeria National. At that point, we discovered that lawyers needed to make extra monies, young lawyers, aside litigation. And we needed to achieve this, and we did it by simply having 3 trainings for them: in taxation, in ADR, and then in patents and trademarks. We did this, and every lawyer, young lawyer across the country that came for this training went back home with certificates from these 3 aspects, and they went back home with stipends. As an older lawyer, I have served as a member of the National Welfare Committee for 4 years, and for the first time in the history of this country, we negotiated rebates for lawyers, and today, under the NHIS health insurance scheme, lawyers have access to health insurance. A lawyer is entitled to 2 chemotherapy sessions, 3 dialysis sessions. Our women, our female lawyers have been delivering through CS for just 15,000 naira. Before now, it has never been achieved in the history of this country, and I'm a proud member of the team that brought that for lawyers. As a member of the National Welfare Secretary, as a member of the National Welfare Committee, we also sat down and said, how can the biggest bar in the whole of Africa not have a workplace sexual harassment policy? I again was part of the team that drafted a white paper for sexual harassment in workplaces. NEC was gracious enough to adopt that paper. And today, to the glory of God and to the benefit of everybody sitting down here, MBA has a workplace sexual harassment policy and a committee that is supposed to implement it. How do I intend to bring these things to bear if you give me your vote? For NHIS, I will deepen the participation because I know how it works. I will bring in partners that will bring more rebates for lawyers and for everybody seated in this room. For the workplace sexual harassment, I will simply partnership with NAPTIP, SPIDEL, and FIDA for the enforcement of that policy. Gentlemen, my name is Alhassan Yada, and I'm soliciting your support to be your next welfare secretary. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Mr. Ernest Asinwa, please go next. 3 minutes.
Learned colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Ernest Asinwa. I'm a member of MBA Idemili branch and also the secretary of the Human Rights Committee of the branch. I've contributed in the I have contributed and served the Idemili branch in many capacities, both as at the executive level and also at the committee level. Let me use this opportunity to officially inform you that I'm contesting for the Welfare Secretary of the NBA, Idemili branch, and my manifesto and my CV has been published by the ECMBN. And in the list of what I intend to do if elected, one of them is I want to advise and the support for production and issuing of customized and unified ID card for every registered member of MBA, because I believe that that will enhance the dignity of lawyers in the course of their professional engagement, especially the young lawyers who do visit police station it's awkward when you go to the police station, you kind of orally introducing yourself, which I believe with the ID card of 18, it will help to enhance the dignity of lawyers in the course of their profession. Again, I also want to advise and support for free and subsidized electronic law reports for every financial member of MBA. I believe that law reporting is very important in our profession. It has been done before, and I believe if it is continued, it is very useful to a way of making sure that every member of MBA benefits one thing from the administration. So I will advise and support that. Also, the list of what I want to do is the issue of adequate information in respect of welfare packages. For us to benefit from welfare packages, we need to be informed. For example, the MBA health insurance. Many members, majority of us do not know about it. They don't benefit from it because they don't know what it's all about, how to go about it. I believe with adequate information, members will benefit a lot from the whatever packages the MBA have for us. This and many more I intend to achieve when elected. In the light of this, I humbly pray you to support me and vote me as the Welfare Secretary come July 2024. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Oikene Osage, please go next.
Good morning, my learned seniors and colleagues. My name is Oikene Osage. I am of the Benin branch of the Nigerian Bar Association. I'm a qualified legal practitioner, and in addition to that, I hold a master's degree in law and a bachelor's degree in international studies and diplomacy from the University of Benin. I've been a two-time Young Lawyers Forum chairman. This time having been abridged, let me just give a sketch on what I intend to do if I am elected as the Welfare Secretary of the Nigerian Bar Association. We will look at the constant issue of workplace molestation and harassment. We will look at the issue of young lawyers' neglect, and we'll look at the issue of our disadvantaged lawyers. And these issues only come up during the elections period. It is now an issue like Alice in the Wonderland, where you have to move around 3 times to remain in the same spot. But by the grace of God, we will address that. The duties of the Welfare Secretary is enshrined in our Constitution, particularly Section 5 of the Constitution of the Nigerian Bar Association. On my agenda with the security agencies, I shall ensure that the bar gets frequent updates on the relationship with our members with security agencies. Recently, P.I. Awoki Esquire was detained for up to 3 years, and I dare say that the bar did not have that update till people came up to start complaining about what is happening. The cost of traveling for the NHIS scheme and all that, we'll put it into digital. We'll bring the NHIS closer. Everybody will subscribe to an application where you can key into that instead of traveling to do that. For the issue of young lawyers, being a 2-time chairman of Young Lawyers Forum in Benin branch, I can say with justifiable pride that by the principle of collectivity of empathy, you cannot be a shepherd until you are first a sheep. I understand the challenges, and I assure Nigerian young lawyers that I will not take it like a plating of the children. I will ensure that no molestation and no workplace harassment of our Nigerian young lawyers. My manifesto, though published, is there, and I encourage this Honorable House to view it and evaluate it. On the issue of our disabled and disadvantaged lawyers, we must have proper statistics. We must know who is sick amongst us, and we must know those who need help. I shall also timelessly inform the President of the Nigerian Bar Association on the ongoings. Finally, I beg this Honorable House and I urge everyone here to elect me.
Time up. Time up. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I'm going to ask you a question that has come in from your colleagues. This is a recurring question. We got it over and over again. Over the years, the NBA has implemented a number of welfare schemes for lawyers. And some of you have alluded to some of them. Health insurance, emergency interventions for lawyers in distressed locations, so on and so forth. What suggestions or contributions, talking about sustainance now, what suggestions or contributions will you make towards sustaining any of these laudable welfare programs, or what additions do you have in mind? Did you get the question?
Yes, we did.
So I'll start with you, Mr. Osage.
Innovations for the NHIS program.
What suggestions will you make for sustaining when administrations come in? Sometimes some of these programs that we've alluded to are not being carried forward. What would you do differently for sustaining some of these welfare programs that we've seen exhibited in the past? Sustainance.
Okay, thank you so much. In truth, our constitution is clear. There is little I can do than being persuasive, and I will advise the president, whoever is the president of the association, on us to key more into technology and into more sensitization so that our members will be aware of this program. I can tell you for free, some of our colleagues in the interior do not really know about this NHIS program. Thank you.
Thank you. Please go next.
Thank you very much. My own innovation is adequate information. I've said it before, like the insurance program of the MBA, there is no adequate information about it. Many people don't know how to go about it. They don't know what it's all about. So I will use modern method of giving out information, both on the social media, everywhere. You know what is happening and how to go about it, how to register, how to benefit from it, so that every member of MBA will benefit from whatever welfare package that is being carried out. So that's my own contribution in that regard. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Mr. Yada.
Yes. In terms of the sexual harassment policy, most people who are sexually harassed do not sorosoke because they are scared of their lives. They are scared for a lot of things. We will partnership with NAPTIP, a federal government agency that it has a domicile to enforce the Violence Against Persons Act. We will also bring professional counselors. People who go through this thing are mentally and emotionally traumatized. We will bring in counselors to counsel them and then provide succor for them. For the NHIS, I see that as my baby. It is very simple. We will bring in agencies that will partnership with the NBA and deepen the participation. We will bring in agencies that will come and bring in more rebates. For example, instead of 2 chemotherapy sessions, you can have 5 chemotherapy sessions. Instead of 3 dialysis sessions, you can have 6 dialysis sessions. These things are available. These things are achievable. We have done it before. I have been part of the team that has done it. If you give me your vote, I will repeat it again in grand style. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. Leonard Silks, Leonard Seniors, colleagues in the room and online, I present to you your candidates for the office of Welfare Secretary. Gentlemen, please take a bow, shake hands, and exit the stage. Thank you. I think we'll take a short break now.